Hello and welcome to my little 3D space shooter game, the Star Trek, something that was made for a math and physics course that I taught to games programming students. In a nutshell, this game was made using my custom-built educational game engine, Handmade, starting very simple and evolving to what you see here before you. Game started with a simple cube, and as I demonstrated the various math physics topics to the class, those concepts were then added to the game. Topics covered with things like vectors, matrices, quaternions, collisions, and some basic physics like Newtonian laws, forces, mass, acceleration, etc. And we'll see all of these things in action in the game shortly. There's still much more I would like to add to the game, and equally I am still updating the math physics course, but I'm going to leave that for another time. In the meantime, let's play this game, shall we? Granted, this does sound a bit like a heart rate monitor. In case you're wondering how to play this game and you're stuck, it's not very complicated. Again, this is really a simple game made for a course. So basically left, right arrow keys to maneuver the ship, space to fire at the enemies, they're going to fire back at you, press P to send a shockwave pulse, send them flying through space, and try and get 5,000 points without getting yourself killed. Also, before we jump to the action, let me just give some credit to those that helped make this game possible. By that I mean the guys that helped create the assets for the game. Thank you to Andrew Watson and Dominika Worsa for creating the 3D models, textures, sprites, etc. Thanks to Chloe Smithyes for creating the incredibly atmospheric background music for the current menu and end state systems, of which one of those songs you can hear right now. Nice, dark and eerie, I love it. Big shout out to Mark Heichelbech, also known as DST. One of the songs I'm using from him is called Dual Planetary Reverse, which you'll hear in the main game background. Basically, he created a wealth of free game music, and the link is below this video on my YouTube channel. It will link to his Facebook page. It's gigabytes of music that he's created for free, so do check that out when you can. Last but not least, sound effects. Thank you Tom Jackson and Stephen Parsons for creating those. Cool sound effects you'll hear in the game shortly as well. By the way, I hope I pronounced all your names correctly. Apologies if I offended anyone. Didn't mean to. Right, now enough talking. Let's play this game. Right, here we go. Moving left and right, as you can see. Arrow keys do that. To fire, we press space. And we fire away. Try and kill off as many enemies as we can and try and get a score of 5,000. You can see the enemies are going to try and follow us here, and they will ultimately sometimes crash into you, which will affect your score, or your health, shall I say. But sometimes it's inevitable. You can see on the top left we have the score, so we have to try and get 5,000. And on the top right is a little indicator of how much health we have left. If that's a full red, then you're in trouble. And again, a health pack will appear, which will then regenerate our health. And we're back to good. Bottom you'll see a pulse bar. When that's fully loaded and light blue, you're ready to send a pulse. So let me first collect some health. There we go, and I'll let them gang up on me, and then press P, send them packing. Bye bye. You can still of course shoot them while they're flying through space. Of course that pulse bar needs to reload, so if I press P now nothing's going to happen while it's reloading. You only get one pulse every so often. The enemies use rigid bodies, therefore they can react to physics. Each enemy has a different mass, and when sending a pulse force, the enemies react accordingly. The player also uses a rigid body, and so we can make him accelerate, decelerate. As you can see, his movement looks more realistic, fluid, not so static and rigid. Let's try and get some more points here. Fire away. Pulse bar almost reloaded, but we'll just carry on as we go. For the rigid body, we built a rigid body class that encapsulates all the physics functionality like force, mass, acceleration, etc. There we go, our pulse goes back, and we got a health bar coming up as well. We need some health soon. If you miss the pack, you might make it. There we go. Or you might not, so don't take the risk. Right, get out of here. The enemies, as you'll see, use basic vector arithmetic to calculate the distance they are from the player, and then hone in on the player and follow him. So just basic vector arithmetic distance calculation. They then also turn accordingly in the direction to follow the player, as you can see, and also shoot in the direction that they're facing. So it's all vector, matrices, quaternions, a whole bunch of things that was done in class. We played around with a whole bunch of different rotations to see how things work here. Of course, there's many improvements that we could make to this game. Quite a few, actually. For one, obviously, sending a pulse would also affect the asteroids and the health pack as well. Or shooting the health pack would make it explode. Shooting at asteroids, have them break into chunks, or at least having it to the players to avoid some asteroids. These are all things we can add into the course, which I will add at a later stage. Almost 2,000 points left, and we're done. Of course, if you get bored, you can skip ahead in this video, and I'm going to try and get 5,000 as much as I can. Other improvements include the enemies colliding with each other and not just passing through each other as they do. There's also some tweaks, especially some cosmetic ones that need to be done to the engine, to the Handmade engine, to improve a few things. You probably see the sprites, these flat sprites are almost on top of each other and sometimes don't look quite right, so a couple of cosmetic tweaks that need to be made, but those will also be done in due course. The player, when it comes to collision, almost, whoa, that was close. The player uses axis-aligned bounding box collision, or AABB for short. The enemies use oriented bounding boxes, or OBBs, and then together those collisions are calculated accordingly. Since the enemies are rotating, OBBs make more sense. Could also do sphere, box collision, or sphere-sphere. Of course, all different collision types are covered in the course as well. There is some randomization going on, such as asteroids appearing at different positions, or new enemies appearing different sizes, different mass, different texture, etc. So there is some form of procedural generation going on, but not a lot. Game could do with a little more procedural generation, have better progression system, so like more challenges appearing, player firing in different directions, upgrading your spaceship, enemies getting smarter, more interaction with the asteroids, tons of things we could do, of course, to improve this game. So again, this is a nice little framework we could build upon and add things to. We're almost there, promise not much longer. And there's a lot of things in terms of maths and physics you could add and play around with, and it starts becoming fun as you start playing around things and seeing things move, rotate, and whatever. Yay! I win. This is great. So, nice little ending screen here to win. Do I want to play again? Let's jump in one more time, yes? Right, let's just play this and just lose this time. So all I'm going to do really is just move about and purposefully get killed. Just to show you the losing screen, even though it's not really much to go on. I'll fire a bit just for balance so the enemies don't think I'm a total loser. And eventually I will die. Oh, and there we go. Dead. Losing screen. You lose. Play again. Yes, no. Again, sounds very much like a heart rate monitor. But anyway, oh yes, and last but not least, of course, the rotating background. Just a basic cube, textured cube, skybox, if you will, that just rotates on an axis. to give it a more less static look as well. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thanks for watching this far. If you did, if you found this video on YouTube, you'll find all the relevant links linking to the different things below this video. You can find me online, just Google my name, and there are links all over the place, interlinks and whatever, to all my Facebook page, my Twitter page, my Github page, my LinkedIn page. You can find me everywhere and anywhere. I try, and except for Instagram, I haven't really found a need for that one yet. Maybe if I take a few more pictures of my code, it might be useful. But for now, find me on all the channels. Subscribe to my channel if you want to find out more. Like my pages. Add some comments at the bottom. Feedback. Good to get some interaction going. Always appreciate that. I'll try and add some more videos, some more tutorials and that kind of thing. But for now, that's it. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye.